What's up, pop culture overloaders? It's Jason the X with another video review, and it's one that I was very just happy to get. When I was a kid growing up in Dallas, they filmed Robocop here, and I got to go down and see the filming. I was a big fan of the show. So they've had a couple of Robocop figures, and I've kind of passed them up. In fact, I got one for a friend of mine for his birthday, but I never got myself one. And I'm kind of glad I waited because they came out with the Robocop with a spring-loaded holster. Yes, this is that one. And I'm glad I waited because I would have had two Robocops laying around. But this guy is pretty awesome. So, moving on. Here's a look at his packaging. It's just a clear bubble here. Features spring-loaded holster. And it is the 25th anniversary of Robocop. Part man, part machine, all cop. He is the future of law enforcement. And you got some instructions on the back. How does this thing work? Holster instructions, and follow these instructions because you can easily pop out the little armor piece over the leg, but it pops right back in, but it is kind of a pain in the butt. Now, here we have Robocop, and I love the color on this guy. Very, very accurate to the screen model. It's just got that nice kind of silver with, like, you can see other colors kind of in it a little bit. So yeah, really great job. And I'm just going to kind of move on to the articulation because I want to save the cool part for the end. He does, well, yeah, I'll move on to the articulation. So yeah, at his ankles, you got a little bit of an ankle joint here, but it does have that piston in the back. And that's on both sides. So I like that. Not a lot of articulation on this guy. He does have ratcheted knees, which is kind of strange. This part is actually a kind of a softer plastic, not that soft though. Got kind of a, he can go back and forth, but it's got kind of got a ball joint in here, but it's very limited by the leg armor. Got a waist articulation, and he does have like a ball joint up here in the torso. So he can tilt all the way back or forward. It makes his profile kind of weird. It looks like he's got a punch, but his back is arched back. But kind of got a ball jointed head a little bit, go up and down, not much. But you know, Robocop wasn't that articulated as the actor, so not a big deal for me. Anyway, you got a little bit of a ball joint up here. Like I said, limited by the armor. You can only get that much out of the arm, both sides. Now, this hand does have the holding a gun with a finger out, but that pops right off, and you got this, his little data spike. When I got this guy, I posted a picture on my Facebook. I said I would like to interface with you. And I'd like to give a shout out to my buddy Joe, who gave the awesome comment of, sorry, I don't accept that sort of media, which was awesome. Joe, you rock, man. Anyway, pop that off, get this hand back on, because now we get to the action of what this thing does. Now, he's got his little tab back here, a little button. You just want to press that, and I'm going to move his hand out of the way so you can fully appreciate this, and it pops open, and there's this Auto 9 machine gun in there. Well, handgun. Although it did have auto fire. Anyway, to close this back up, all you do is do that. I love how this piece kind of slots in. It looks like the film, when it would just kind of, see? I can do this all, I love this little action feature, but the gun just pops right out of there. You can pop it back in. It's got a little peg where the trigger guard is. I kind of wish he was a little bit more posable so you kind of make him like he was drawing the gun. But yeah, there you go. You get Robocop with his honking big handgun here. So yeah, I love this guy. But when you're pushing it in, just make sure you just do that. Just do that. Just... I love this thing. But yeah, really awesome figure. I'll give him a turnaround here. Very, very accurate to the screen model. I was looking at shots of Robocop just to see how accurate this was. And let me tell you, it is very accurate. The only complaint I have is this foot kind of bows out a little bit. I might try to soften that plastic up and try to bend it back in. Because it just does, there's no articulation here. It just kind of sits cockeyed a little bit. But yeah, and you get a look at his Auto 9 handgun, not much to it, but yeah, very, very good detail on this thing. It's not the same on both sides. It is different. You got all the safeties and everything over here, probably a Selector for auto fire and single shot, but yes. So yeah, I found this guy at Toys R Us. If you like Robocop, go get him. He's pretty awesome. Makes a nice little addition to my desk. But that's all I got. It's a simple figure, but it is great. So, I'm Jason X for Pop Culture Overload and the Untitled Super Cool Nerd Show. Until next time, guys, I'll catch you later.